Hi, dear friends and subscribers. Welcome to the Cricket Happening Show with your host Ram. Well, I'm a bit under the weather today, but as you know, my Cricket Happening Show has to go on, and that's the precise reason I'm with you, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. And what we are going to do here is going to look at one very exciting match which happened between in the IPL between Rajasthan Royals and Deccan Chargers, where the match was like it was like a seesaw battle going on. One were thinking like probably Rajasthan Royals was going to win, it would be Deccan Chargers, but finally um, Brad Hodge was the man who came in and smacked those boundaries, took the man of the match with 6 fours and 2 sixes, and Dale Steyn was absolutely creamed. And Yagnik, an unknown quantity as far as Deccan Chargers were concerned, creamed 2 fours of the best bowler Dale Steyn today, absolutely off color. 40 runs, more than 40 runs being leaked by him, and Yagnik didn't wait for the whole over to finish. 8 runs were required of 4 balls, and the next 2 balls, Yagnik had creamed it for boundaries. And that's how Deccan Chargers won the match. I'll talk about that. And then we'll look at the progress that West Indies is making here at Queen's Park Oval in Trinidad on the third day of the second test, where Darren Bravo, after playing a good innings, was out to Michael Hussey. Now, Michael Hussey, as you know, Michael Clarke is such a good captain. The other day, we also saw, you know what an innovative captain he is. The other day he declared in the test match, won the match. Yesterday he gave the new ball to Michael Beer, the left-arm spinner, to start proceedings. And that was something, and he really made Bharat struggle, which I'll talk about. And today, today what Michael Clarke did was out of the ordinary. He brought Michael Hussey into the attack, and Michael Hussey responded by getting Darren Bravo LBW. That's one thing, and then we'll go for some live commentary there in the match between the RCB and is being played between the RCB, that is the Royal Challengers Bangalore, and the other team which I'll be talking about. But let me first talk about this match, the match that happened, which was very exciting in the IPL between Rajasthan Royals and Deccan Chargers. In fact, Rajasthan Royals went off to a very big score of 196 for 2, thanks to that opening partnership which reached 94 in the 11th over. It was thanks to Kumar Sangakkara and Shikhar Dhawan. Shikhar Dhawan was the most aggressive of the lot, slamming 52 of 43 balls with 8 fours. At the other end, Kumar Sangakkara made 44 of 32 balls, 5 fours and 1 6. This was what it built. In fact, it was substantial contributions from all the batsmen. And then Daniel Christian and JP Duminy combined and caned 77 runs in just 5 overs, the last 5 overs, to get that score of Deccan Chargers to 196 for 2, with Daniel Christian remaining not out on 29 of 19 balls with 2 fours and 1 6. And JP Duminy was the man who was really getting stuck onto the bowlers. Duminy was not out on 58 of 26 balls with 3 fours and 5 sixes. And the bowler to suffer there especially was Pankaj Singh, 3 overs costing him 37 runs. Amit Singh's 4 overs costing him 55 runs. So they were the ones who were the most to suffer. The only good thing that the Rajasthan Royals bowlers did was their bowling when the spinners were on, like Brad Hogg, 4 overs, none for 33, and Brad Hodge bowled 1 over, no made, and 1 for 13. Other than that, there was nothing to really talk about. Trivedi was on the money, 4 overs, no made, and 1 for 27. Johan Botha bowled 4 overs for 29. So 196 for 2 was the score, and it looked like the pitch, I mean, it always looked, it was not going to be easy to defend that total, because the reason being the pitch, the boundaries are small, and it was a real batting pitch. And what was seen about the Rajasthan Royals innings was Rajasthan Royals started off with the unusually aggressive Rahul Dravid today, creaming boundaries and sixes, and in no time he got 42 of just 24 deliveries, 7 fours and 1 6, given company by Ajinkya Rahane, who was actually playing second fiddle to Rahul Dravid. In fact, Rahul Dravid had scored 42 out of the 62 runs when the first wicket fell, when Rahul Dravid was clean bowled by Daniel Christian for 42 of just 24 deliveries, 7 fours and 1 6. Really set the tempo. Ajinkya Rahane made 44. Ashok Meneria was out for 22. Owen Shah disappointed, being out for 12. And when Ajinkya Rahane was out, that was the time he was out for 44 of 31 balls with 5 fours and 121 for 3 on the board. It looked like a tall task for them because they had only 40 deliveries left. And in the next 40 deliveries, they needed around almost 77 runs, 76 runs. But Brad Hodge, as soon as he came in, he decided to push on the accelerator as soon as he came in, hitting sixes, and especially at the end when 3 overs 30 runs was required. Brad Hodge really, he hit the Dale Steyn for 3 fours in a single over. And then Dishant Yagnik, a very unknown quantity in the Rajasthan Royals batsman, he was at the other end, and one was looking like whether things are going to happen, whether Rajasthan Royals was going to lose this match because Dale Steyn was bowling and Yagnik was an unknown quantity, was kept facing at the other end. But Yagnik in fact hit 2 boundaries. 2 fiercely struck boundaries by Dishant Yagnik, who remained not out on 9 to bring the winning hit of 3 deliveries with 2 fours, and it was all over. Brad Hodge was named man of the match. For he was the one who really pushed this Rajasthan Royals to the victory. Not out on 48 of 21 balls, 6 fours and 2 sixes. And bowling figures, let me tell you, as I said, it was a seesaw battle. But Rajasthan Royals in the end won the race there. Ankit Sharma 4 overs, none for 33. Dale Steyn, I would say, was really, in fact, he went for a lot of boundaries in the end overs. 3.4 overs, no maiden, none for 44. No excuses for that. Daniel Christian 4 overs, 143. Anand Rajan bowled 4 overs, 145. Ramit Mishra bowled 4 overs, no maiden, 3 for 32 was the successful wicket taker. Now, the other thing that I would like to talk about is the West Indies match which is going on, West Indies versus Australia. Today is the 3rd day of this second test match here. Played between West Indies and Australia, and as you know, West Indies yesterday had lost 3 wickets, and as I said, Michael Clarke's captaincy is to be really admired. What he did yesterday was when Australia were all out for 311, as you know, Michael Hussey was the man who made 73. James Patterson frustrated them with 32, and then it was all wound up by Kemar Roche, who took 50 wickets. He has 50 wickets in his career now, and he wound up the tail to bowl out Australia for 311. West Indies didn't have it well there, and in fact it was very interesting. As I said, Michael Clarke's captaincy has been the real talk, and that is what has really brought Australia a lot of success, because Michael Clarke believes in innovation, and he handed over the new ball. The first over which was bowled in the West Indies innings was bowled by the left arm spinner Michael Beard. This is also saying a lot about Michael Clarke, that he is also giving the bowler the confidence, and Michael Beard kept Adrian Barad, normally an aggressive player, so quiet. He could not get the ball off the square at all. And then Ben Hilfen was there swinging the ball, getting Craig Brathwaite LBW for a duck. And Kieran Powell played some good strokes. It was LBW over James Pattinson for 19, 2 fours. And then Adrian Barath, out of his misery, his wicket was claimed by Michael Beard, as Adrian Barath, after really struggling at the crease, playing at snail's pace, 7 out of 41 balls with 1 4, was LBW bowled Michael Beard for 7. At stumps they were 3 down there. And today Darren Bravo played some good strokes to get on the score to 38 of 94 balls. So Michael Hussey broke that stand with an innocuous looking delivery, but Darren Bravo was plumb in front. He was gone LBW for 38. This is another thing about the captaincy of Michael Clarke. Today he brought in Michael Hussey to break that very frustrating stand which was going on, which has already reached the 100 mark, and that was the time Michael Hussey came in and dismissed Darren Bravo LBW for 38 with 5 fours. At lunchtime, Shivnarine Chandrapal, as usual, he has the stone wall of West Indies, not out on 45 with 5 fours. Nasing Deonarayan giving him company, not out on 12 with 2 fours. Let me not waste time here. So at lunchtime on the 3rd day's play in the second test match, 132 for 4 West Indies in reply to Australia 311 all out. Now I'm going to give you some live commentary. I'm going to take you to the match between the RCB and the Pune Warriors. Pune Warriors was the first. Were the ones who batted first in this match. They won the toss. As far as Pune Warriors were concerned, Robin Uthappa was the man who was the prime scorer there. He was the highest scorer with 69 of 45 deliveries, 9 fours and 2 sixes. They had a very good partnership which raised the score of 182 for 6. The opener Jesse Ryder and Robin Uthappa raising 63 for the first wicket in just 7 overs. Jesse Ryder making 34 of 22 balls. 4 fours and 1 6, victim of Harshal Patel. Other than that, Marlon Samuels was run out for 34 of 20 balls with 1 4 and 2 sixes. 16 from Stephen Smith, who has been a very consistent scorer, 14 balls with 1 6. Matthews made 10. And that was that score which was built upon 182 for 6 was the final tally for the Pune Warriors of their 20 overs. Zahir Khan's 4 overs cost him 34. Tilkatne Dilshan 2 overs went for 24. Vinay Kumar 2 for 34. Harshal Patel 1 for 29. Daniel Vittori bowled 4 overs 1 for 34. And Appanna bowled 2 overs for 23. And as far as Royal Challengers Bangalore innings is concerned, right now I'm going to take you live to the match here. 29 for 1. We are in the 4th over. Ashish Nehra is the bowler. He is bowling here. Chris Gayle is batting there. 14. He already has 1-4 and 1-6 of 11 balls. 14 not out. Tilkatne Dilshan was the first to go. Ashok Dinda giving them the breakthrough. Caught Robin Uthappa bowled Ashok Dinda for 4. And Mayank Agarwal currently is batting on 7, giving company to Chris Gayle. So let's go to the middle and see what's happening here at the M. Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bengaluru, as Chris Gayle is the man on strike here. We are into the power play overs. In fact, Ashish Nehra comes in and bowls to Gayle, and Gayle has slammed that for a 6. What a 6 it was. This is the 4th over going on. Chris Gayle has sent Ashish Nehra over the pickets. What a shot it was. And Chris Gayle, as you know, he entertains crowds and in fact the score, in fact there is another 6 which has been hit by Gayle. So this over from Ashish Nehra is really going to the cleaners. The fourth delivery was hit to the boundary. The 5th delivery from Ashish Nehra was hit over long on for a 6. And the last delivery from Ashish Nehra has once again been sending soaring over the ropes for a 6. And that makes the score 35 for 1 in the 4 overs. Chris Gayle has started beginning to explode. He is not out on 20 of just 12 deliveries, 1 4 and 2 6s, all of that coming in this Ashish Nehra over. Mayank Agarwal is not out on 7 of 5 balls. The partnership is worth 28 runs with 9 balls, and this is in reply to the Pune Warriors 182. So Chris Gayle is there providing wholesome entertainment to the spectators there at the M. Chinnaswamy Stadium here in Bangalore. And Ashish Nehra, well, he has to really work. His 2 overs has cost him 19. Out of that, 16 coming off this particular over. He bowled the first over was good, but 16 has damaged his figures. 2 overs for 19. So the 5th over is about to begin, and Mayank Agarwal will be taking strike. We are waiting there. Ashok Dinda, 2 overs, no maiden, 1 for 16. And this the shot that the last 6 that he hit was again, this time the first one was over long on, this one was over long off. So Chris Gayle is looking dangerous, and I think the spectators are going to get their real value for money, as Chris Gayle has already started exploding. That's it from me, your host Ram, for the Cricket Happening show for today. See you all tomorrow. Thank you.